did upgrade you, then upgraded the world. How they forgetting me? Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, went instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kidding me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 1-on-1 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2, that's like 4, they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the rent do. Rent got them doing, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the fourth-year running back, this is Devin Singletary. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start them out has them at the 45 already. Singletary again, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good catch there by Dawson Knox, and everything just clicked for him in his 3rd season in the league in 2021. 9 touchdown catches, tied for the league lead among tight ends.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Allen off the play fake. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
Well, just say thank you, Mr. QB. That ball gets tipped in the air, and they come out with a first down.
You said it before, sometimes better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, but what you have to do as a defender, that ball's in the air, you've got to go up and get it, and at worst, knock it to the ground.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Here's Allen. And it'll be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. The Ravens had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Five yards remain on second down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They're going for it with Dobbins. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the shutout, at least for now, is still intact. Great job by the defense after, Charles, last time this crew was out here, remember, they gambled in their own territory, didn't get it. But the defense held, gave up no points.
And, Brandon, sometimes it all just comes together, and I think the head coach senses it today. His defense, they're absolutely on fire. It doesn't matter where the ball is on the field. When that defense trots out there, no one's moving it, no one's scoring, and he's playing to it right now.
Well, that group's chasing a shutout. Teammates here on the offensive side going to try to provide a touchdown and gain the momentum even more on this series. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 2nd and 7, Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make...
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept and pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made that way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Quick slant to Crowder. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Play action, now it's Allen. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another fourth down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too, having the football count.
You're so litigious. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Jackson. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Barney, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can try out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
They run here with Singletary. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? On play action, Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. Touchdown! Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get him, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're still in this game. Yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
From the 16, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go right back to Singletary. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have to lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On play action, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Tackle there by Michael Pierce.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Right back to Singletary on second down. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running it.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely. This defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean, you know.
Enough.